I often draw strength from meeting ordinary people doing extraordinary things.
Elizabeth was the longest-running monarch in British history. Mother to 4 children and grandmother to 8, she performed her public duties well into her 90s.
I still view her more as the Queen than my grandmother. You have this huge amount of respect for your boss, and I always view her as my boss.
But royal life slowed down for the Queen after she lost her beloved husband, Prince Philip, in April of 2021. The widowed monarch sat all alone at his pared-down pandemic funeral. The two had been married for 73 years.
For me, in the months since the death of my beloved Philip, I have drawn great comfort from the warmth and affection of the many tributes to his life and work.
The Queen carried on, but began to look frail and tired. In October of 2021, she spent a night in the hospital for an undisclosed ailment. Concerned for her health, Her Majesty's doctors ordered her to pause her public appearances and to rest. But determined to serve, in November of 2021, she made a video statement to world leaders at the Glasgow Climate Summit.
The impact of the environment on human progress was a subject close to the heart of my dear late husband.
After Philip's death, Elizabeth proved to be strong despite a number of challenges. In January of 2022, she stripped her son, Prince Andrew, of his HRH title and all of his military honors following his alleged involvement in the Jeffrey Epstein scandal and a related sexual assault lawsuit. The Queen also had to deal with the fallout from the Harry and Meghan Megxit drama.
I had 3 conversations with my grandmother and 2 conversations with my father before he stopped taking my calls.
From their bombshell sit-down with Oprah to the couple's constant legal battles with the press, the monarch publicly continued to voice support for the Sussex clan, who named their daughter Lilibet after the Queen's childhood nickname. Viewed by many as serious and old-fashioned, she was actually quite playful.
Thank you, Mr. Prime Minister of Canada, for making me feel so old.
Good evening, Mr. Bond.
Good evening, Your Majesty.
And remember this moment with Harry that quickly became a gif.
Hey, Prince Harry, remember when you told us to bring it at the Invictus Games?
Careful what you wish for.
Boom.
Oh, really? Please.
Boom.
Elizabeth was known for her love of her corgis. Almost all of her outfits were custom-made just for her. In the 50s, she favored dresses cinched at the waist. In later years, she went for coats and hats, always in bright colors, so she could stand out in a crowd. The priceless jewels and tiaras she wore were historical family heirlooms. But what the Queen definitely valued was her family. She took great pleasure in attending the royal weddings of her grandsons, William with Kate and Harry to Meghan.
It's just been a busy year for my family, with 2 weddings and 2 babies and another child expected soon. It helps to keep a grandmother well occupied.
That was baby Archie, and the Queen appeared overjoyed when she met her new great-grandson for the first time. She beamed while watching Prince George make a Christmas pudding and seemed very proud watching Charlotte and Louis doing the royal wave. In fact, many have noticed that Princess Charlotte has a very strong resemblance to her great-granny.
The Queen, she was really thrilled that it was a little girl. And I think as soon as we came back here to Kensington, she was one of our first visitors here. I think she's very fond of Charlotte, always watching what she's up to. Georgia calls her Gangan. She always leaves a little gift or something in their room when we go and stay, and that just shows, I think, her love for her family.
The Queen never sat down for a formal TV interview, but she did allow cameras into Buckingham Palace to record important events. On the 65th anniversary of her coronation, Her Majesty was quite cheeky when viewing the imperial state crown.
Once you put it on, it stays. And you can't look down to read the speech. You have to take the speech up. Because if you did, your neck would break, or it'd fall off.
But what many admired was the royal love story between Elizabeth and Prince Philip. The couple's romantic relationship and lavish wedding was depicted in The Crown.
I, Elizabeth Alexandra Mary.
Take thee, Philip.
Take thee, Philip.
The two were supportive of each other and shared a love of the outdoors. The Crown also portrayed their passion for riding, hiking, and silly parlor games.
Number 4 ibble dibble with 2 dibble ibbles.
She had a long connection with Hollywood, giving some of the biggest stars titles, from Dame Elizabeth Taylor to Sir Paul McCartney and Sir Elton John. She made American citizen Angelina Jolie an honorary Dame of the British Empire for her work on behalf of refugees. And we love that she didn't seem fazed at all when she met Lady Gaga, who happened to be wearing a red rubber dress. And as the British people and millions around the world mourn Her Majesty, she will always be remembered as a woman who made and lived through history.
But even in the unlikeliest of places, hope can still be found.